Hi guys, I'm Andy, welcome back to Scottish Steam Productions, and I've got Allan here today from G-Wizz. Allan, thanks for sitting down with me today. So, obviously G-Wizz, very well known layout from, well, just being, I think, the only G-scale exhibition layout going around today.
Well, we're certainly the oldest. We started G-Wizz exactly 25 years ago.
35?
No, 25.
25.
So we're 25 years on the exhibition circuit. It started as a one-off display,
Right.
pinching track out to the garden and putting it on the tabletop in an exhibition. Never intended to do a second appearance, and it was so popular that, 25 years and 286 appearances throughout the UK, and we're still here.
So, you made the exhibition layout because it was so popular.
Yeah.
What made you stick with G-scale? I mean, with something like the size you've got here, you could have made, a huge double O or N-scale out. So what made you stick with G-scale?
Well, as you get older, your eyesight starts to fail and we can't see the double O. But the problem with that is that also as you get older, your back goes, so we can't lift up the G-scale because some of our locos weigh 5 or 6 kilos.
Right.
They don't take any prisoners, but they are easier to see, and it is quite a spectacular layout, as you can see.
It really is absolutely fantastic, and you've got a few variations for like times of year. So during the summer, you've got obviously the cable cars,
yes,
and the standard trains.
Real plants, water features, grass, all sorts of things.
And winter, obviously, you've got this gorgeous Christmas set behind me. Have you had anything for Halloween?
No, we've not. It's just mainly because we hadn't had a booking for Halloween.
Really?
We changed the themes according to the season that we get the bookings. One of the strangest off-season bookings we ever got was to go to one of the Merseyside clubs 1 October.
Really?
And amazingly, they said, "Will you bring your Christmas layout in October?" So we thought, well, Christmas comes early enough anyway, but never mind, we'll give it a go. And we took the Christmas layout, and much to the annoyance of the rivet counting enthusiasts, we won Best in Show.
Oh, God.
So that was a slightly smaller version of the one that's behind us today.
So you've been around 25 years this year.
Yeah.
What are probably some of your most memorable moments over the last 25 years?
I would think the most memorable one was going to York Railway Museum.
To York?
Yeah, to get an invitation to take the railway on display in York is quite impressive.
That is amazing.
And then the year after, they gave us another invitation and said, "Can you come and do 8 days?"
8 years?
It was 8 days at York.
8 days.
And in that 8 days, we had 35,000 people in front of us. 34,500 of them spoke foreign languages.
Oh, God.
500 came from Yorkshire. And yeah, we had a bigger crew than we got this weekend, and we were getting hoarse because from start to finish there were 8 deep in front of the layout and everybody wanted to ask questions, which was great.
That's fantastic.
We had to take it in teams though.
So you've been to York, obviously you've come here. Now these two are your only layouts you've got, is that correct?
They are, but the main G-Wizz layout, of course, is never the same twice.
Yeah.
It's set up and structured for whichever venue we're at and whichever season of the year we're at. Also, the trains, if we have a different operating crew, they bring their rolling stock, so we have a terrific variety of trains. We can run anything from Swiss, French, some British, mostly European stuff. We can also do trams, we can do American, and we can do Christmas. So, yeah, we've got a lot of variety.
Do you plan to make another layout in the future, or is it going to stick with this for now?
At 71 years of age, I might stick with this one.
And our special guest, Father Christmas. What other hobbies do you have outside of G-Wizz?
Well, filmmaking and presenting talks on Swiss railways and travelling in general. So
I can imagine that's what inspired the layout.
It is. We've done 21 trips out to Switzerland, and we used to go out for about a month each year and do the filming and making the programmes up while we're out there.
Yeah.
And that will mean that we've then got 2 or 3 new programmes to go on the talk circuit for the following season.
Oh. So, you obviously came to Ribble about 3-4 years ago for a Friendly Engines Day?
Probably longer than that. Probably one of the earliest Friendly Engines weekends.
Yeah, and you were down by the roller shutters.
We were, yeah.
So, you've been over the last few years, on and off.
Yeah, apart from a break for the last 3 years. We've had 1 or 2 problems within the crew, so we've had a bit of a break there.
Yeah.
But we're back.
Yeah. How do you think Ribble has changed since you started coming all those years ago?
Oh, it's got a lot better. It's a fantastic Christmas display.
That's good.
We haven't actually done the Christmas display here before.
Right.
Well, to be honest, we've always tried to avoid Santa specials.
How so?
Well, we're old, you see, and we can get trampled on.
And last and final question for me, will we probably be seeing you at Ribble again in the future?
Yeah, every possibility. You know,
fantastic.
so long as we're still fit and hobbling about, we'll be all right.
So you've got a long way ahead of you.
Hopefully. You never know. Now and again, things jump up and bite you, you know.
Right, well, Alan, evidence. He's not flipping you off.
No.
Alan,
okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. G-Wizz is here this weekend at Ribble Steam Railway on display with the Christmas layout. They are also here next weekend. So if you're coming down for the Santa specials, they'll be up here in the new learning centre. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you'd like to leave a like and a good comment, check out G-Wizz. They're a fantastic crew, fantastic layout. As always, I'll see you in the next video. See you later. Bye.